Today I'm going to show you how to crochet these spiral coasters. These are quite easy to make and it's a fun pattern where you can use this as coasters or as a dishcloth. You just crochet here in round and we are going to alternate between two colors. So this is how mine looks. I made some in red and some in gray and white. I'm using a cotton yarn. I find this pattern a little addictive because I started to make some and somehow I'm just making more. So be warned, once you start, it's hard to stop. My name is Ragnhild and I make crochet tutorial here on YouTube. I also have a blog where I share my free crochet patterns, so don't forget to check this out. So here I'm showing how it looks like on the back side and here's on the front side. I'm using a 3.5mm crochet hook, but feel free to use the hook that matches your yarn. And you will need a tapestry needle and a scissor. I'm working with hobby yarn today. This is the rainbow cotton yarn. And I'm gonna work one up with red and white. First we're going to start off with a magic ring. If you don't know how to make a magic ring, I have a separate video on this. But this is how I do it. Just twist the yarn around your index finger and around your thumb, like so. Now I'm just going to insert my hook here into the loop, grab the yarn and pull up a loop, like so. And then I'm going to chain one. And now here is your magic ring. In this ring you're gonna first make one single crochet. So grab the yarn, pull up the loop and yarn over and pull through two loops. Now do a half double crochet and 4 double crochets. So here is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now I'm just going to pull this a little bit but not too close, and I'm going to pull up my hook and make my loop a little bigger, just like this, because now we're going to work with a different color. So grab your color that you want to use and attach the yarn. Like here on the hook. So I'm just making a little slip knot here. And now grab your work and insert the hook in the loop. And grab your yarn and then just attach the yarn here. I'm doing this with a slip stitch. And now we can work the same amount of stitches. So I'm going to do 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, and then 4 double crochets, all in the same loop. So we're going to work with the red color. So we get this spiral effect. Count your stitches and make sure you have 12 stitches in total, so 6 on each side. Now we're going to start on round 1. We're going to increase in every stitch here. I'm just going to continue with the red one. So I'm working with red, that means I'm starting with a new round. So here in every stitch I'm going to do 2 double crochets. So make sure to insert the hook in the first stitch and do 2 double crochets. And grab a stitch marker and mark where your first stitch is. So I just made 2 double crochets. I'm going to put the stitch marker in my first one here. Now I know where my rounds starts and end. So I'm just going to continue here and do 2 double crochets in each stitch. If you want a written pattern for this, you can also check out my blog. And while you're there, you can subscribe to my newsletter and get notified when I release a new pattern. I always do like a video tutorial to my patterns, most of them. And also, of course, here on YouTube, you can subscribe and hit the bell. So here on the last stitch, just hold the loop a little bit like so you don't lose the stitch. Like so, and here are my last 2 stitches to last increase. And I'm pulling up my hook to make a bigger loop. Now we're just gonna continue with the white color. Also, you can close the ring like I did. We just pull the color. And here in the first stitch, count backwards 6 stitches and go into the first one. And we're going to do 2 double crochets in each stitch as well. So here is my first increase. And the second one. This pattern is also very easy to memorize. I think after 2 coasters I had it down, or maybe like 1 as well. But it's a good idea to use a stitch marker here, because when you're at the stitch marker, you know you have to start a new round. And just continue here. So if you are familiar with crocheting, we're going to increase in every round here with 6 stitches in each round. Like so. Here is the first round, and this is how it looks now. And you can pull the ring closed. Just use the tail in the middle and close it if you want to. And count the stitches and make sure you have 2 double crochets in each stitch. So we should have 24 stitches now. But you can see it starts to look like a spiral now. And now I'm on the red yarn again. So that means I'm starting a new round, and we're going to start this round with 1 increase. So go into the first stitch, we're going to do 1 increase, and we're going to do 1 double crochet in the next stitch. And we're going to repeat this all the way around. So here, go into the first one and do 1 double crochet. And also 1 more, so 2 double crochets in the first stitch. We always start with an increase here. Now I'm going to pull up my stitch marker and put a stitch marker in the very first stitch that we made. You can also use a yarn, a little yarn scrap if you don't have a stitch marker like I do. And now here, and go into the next double crochet and do 1 double crochet in the next stitch. Also, you can see below I'm writing in each round how many stitches you need to do. So increase in the next and 1 double crochet in the next. And repeat this all the way. So here, increase. And 1 double crochet in the next. 1 increase. And 1 double crochet in the next. And just continue like this. So here I'm just showing you now how I do this. So soon we are at the end here, and we're gonna switch to the white one. So here, 1 double crochet in the next, and 1 increase in the next, and here 1 double crochet. So now we just gonna continue with the white yarn. So since we ended with 1 double crochet, we're gonna do 1 increase in the next stitch. So just follow the rule, continue all the way to the stitch marker. So here you start with an increase, 1 increase stitch, and 1 normal, and make sure to leave a little loop there so you don't lose a stitch. But if you lose a stitch, it's not so hard, you just have to crochet it again. So let me know what you think of this tutorial, and also what kind of other tutorials you would like to see from me. But it's always fun to read comments here on YouTube. Yeah, just continue again with the increases, and 1 stitch in between with the normal. So when you have the pattern down, you can make this as big as you want to. And here we are soon at the end. Now I'm pulling up the loop again, and now I know I have to start a new round because I am finished with the white one, like so. And now this is round 4. We're gonna do 1 increase and 2 double crochets this time. So here in the first stitch we are going to do the increase, so put 2 double crochets into that first one, and 1 double crochet in the next 2 ones. So I'm just going to place here the stitch marker, and here 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches. And you're just going to continue to do this until you have reached the end. So if you're losing track, just go back and check your stitch count. So here 1 increase in the next, and 2 double crochets in the next ones, so 1 each. So this is how you will continue all the way around. So I would love to hear your ideas on what to make with this pattern. The one thing I was thinking was a tablecloth, like a cloth for your plates, or obviously for your coasters like I'm making here. But also I'm thinking of making a basket. So I would guess I would just continue crocheting in rounds without adding more stitches, and it would make a fun basket maybe. So maybe I will try that later after I have made this tutorial for you, and I can make another one on how to make the basket. And also it would be fun to add a nice edge on the basket. Also, this would be fun to maybe turn into a square and make like a holiday vest or a holiday sweater for it. So you can just make a spiral in the middle and make it to a square. I think there's also tutorials here on YouTube on how to make it like a square, and then you can just turn it into a sweater. So that will be an idea. So here I'm at the end, and I'm gonna continue with the same increase interval like I have been doing, and make 2 double crochets in the first one and 1 in the next 2 stitches. Like so. Here is 1 and there is 1. So just comment below what if you have any other ideas on what we could make with this fun pattern. So just continue like so to the end. And now when we are here, we are almost at the end. And one increase and 1 double crochet in the next 2, and then we are done with this round. And now I'm pretty sure you know what to do now. And as you can see, I have lost 1 stitch here, so I have to fix this. So I have to do 1 more double crochet here, like so. And now we can start on the new round. I'm gonna place my stitch marker at the beginning again. And we're gonna start with 1 increase as always. So here the first is 1 increase. And put the stitch marker in the first stitch. And 1 double crochet in the next 3 stitches. And repeat 1 increase. And 1 double crochet in the next 3 stitches. This is what we're gonna do all the way until the end of the round. So just continue like this with your increases until you get to the white part. Now I'm at the end and I have 4 stitches left. So 1 increase in the next stitch and 3 double crochets in the next. So here is 1, the second one, and number 3. And now I'm pretty sure you know what to do. Just 1 increase in the next. And then there are 3 double crochets. So once you have reached the end, you can continue increasing like I'm doing now. You could also, you do one increase in the next and then 4 stitches in between in the next round. And in the round after that, you do one increase and 5 stitches in between. So just continue in the same pattern as we have been working to do your increases. And you can make this as big as you want. I'm going to show you how to finish this. So when you're done, do 2 double crochets. So here is one and here is the next one. And then you're going to do 2 half double crochets. So 1 half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. And then 2 double crochet, 2 single crochets I mean. So 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. And then 2 slip stitches. So here's 1 slip stitch and here is the next one. Now you can cut the yarn. And just pull out your hook, and you're going to repeat this on the other side as well. So I'm going to remove my stitch marker now. Do 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, and 2 half double crochets, and 2 single crochets, and 2 slip stitches. So now our masterpiece is done. The only thing left is to weave in the ends. I'm going to show you real quick how I do this. So here is the back side, and I'm a little lazy, so I'm just going to weave in both colors. So just go here between the stitches. Make sure you don't see it on the other side. And pull a little bit. Now you can cut the yarn. And now here, just go here on the back loop, and on the other side just weave in the ends here. It's important to weave in the ends, don't cut it afterwards, because without weaving it in, because you know bad things can happen. And now here you can just cut the yarn, pull a little bit and cut the yarn, and now repeat on the other side. So I hope that you liked this tutorial, and make sure to subscribe and hit the bell if you want to be notified when I upload a new video. So we're almost rounding 20,000. I think I have over 20,000 subscribers now. So that's fun. Thank you to everybody who is subscribing and following in me. So I hope that you like this video. I will see you in the next one. And you can also block this work. I forgot to mention, but just make it a little wet and block it.